adjust and overcome, the motto of longtime Nederland educator Jerry Mallory. Jerry Mallory Field is named after him at Bulldog Stadium. You're in Nederland, Texas for the Superior Energies Replay of the Week as the Nederland Bulldogs host the Lumberton Raiders. Hello, everybody. I'm Charlie Jedlin along with Greg Chesser from Golden Triangle Replay. We're all here again for another great night of Friday Night Football. I tell you what, you can't get a better game than this one because when you talk about adjust and overcome, that's what Nederland's had to do all season long.
Well, for the Bulldogs, it's got to feel like week 3 of the playoffs almost, Charlie. Since they lost to Memorial, they've won 2 straight games, and they're games they have to win. The playoffs are still alive for Nederland, but they've got to win out. They've got to win this week, they've got to beat P&G next week, and they've got to have a little bit of help from Central tonight against Livingston. But all of those things can happen, and the Bulldogs are still alive, so this game is very, very important. The key for the Bulldogs tonight is going to be on offense. Devin Simmons, senior, 638 yards rushing on the season, averaging 6.4 yards, scored 6 touchdowns, and he's missed 3 games due to injury. I mean, he really is the workhorse for the Nederland offense. And, of course, that defense is going to have to come in second-rated defense in the district. They're going to have to play tough tonight against an offense that's been putting up over 400 yards of offense, and they've outscored their opponents in spite of being of the losing record. And so it's a big game for the Bulldogs. They've got to work hard. They need to put this one away and keep that playoff hope alive.
Longtime Nederland head coach Larry Newman has been a master in the past of doing things like this, adjust and overcome. But so have the Lumberton Raiders. We bring in Brooks Cabino from our media partner, the Beaumont Enterprise. Chris Babin up at Lumberton has really done a thing the last few years.
He does, and last year they made the playoffs, and this year they're out of it at 2-5. And last year making it into the playoffs. The one thing that they're probably playing for is they haven't beaten Nederland since 2008, 7 times in a row, and they're going to have to be able to stop Devin Simmons in this game with this defense. That's 7th out of 9 in 22-5A. Up front, Michael Mott, defensive tackle. He's up there. He's been one of the strong parts of this defense for them. But offensively, things have been going very well. 4th in the district, all that under quarterback Brett Marcantel, and he's got 960 yards rushing, 13 touchdowns, running out of the shotgun. For them to do that and win today, it's going to come through him. The defense has to find a way to stop Simmons.
Yeah, the defenses are going to be worked tonight with both of those rushing attacks. The Superior Energies Replay of the Week in Nederland, Texas. We'll be back in just a minute after these commercial messages.
If you want superior safety, service, and quality, look to Superior Energies for insulation, soft craft, industrial, electrical, instrumentation, and engineering services.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
If you're looking for some great tasting sausage and boudin, then stop by our Market Basket Smokehouse. From spicy to rich in flavor, we have the variety your taste buds are craving. Our smokehouse sausage and boudin is award-winning and made fresh in our stores every day with the highest standards of quality. Stop by Market Basket Smokehouse today and pick some up for your next party or family mealtime. Market Basket, savor the flavor of our award-winning smokehouse.
At the Lube Shop, we carry quality lubricants and filters to keep your vehicle running like new. During our 24-point inspection, we check the fluids and filters and determine whether your vehicle uses conventional, synthetic, or synthetic blend. We feature quality Castrol products and carry all premium brands. We offer computerized records, fleet billing, and factory service intervals. Let us show you why we're the best. The Lube Shop with 4 convenient locations. There's one near you.
For 4 generations, La Suprema has been serving authentic family dishes of the very best Mexican food. So take a break and come enjoy our award-winning service and delicious homemade family recipes. Your taste buds will love you. La Suprema Mexican Restaurant, Highway 365 across from Central Mall.
At the end of the game, we'll pick the IBEW player of the game from each team. These are the players we feel had the biggest positive impact on tonight's game.
It's a beautiful night for football here in Southeast Texas. Charlie Jedlin and Greg Chesser along with you for the Superior Energies Replay of the Week. The Lumberton Raiders visiting the Nederland Bulldogs. And I tell you what, Greg, when we look at the preseason picks by Dave Campbell's Texas Football, they had they're batting 500, which is not bad if you're in baseball, but not too good when you're predicting the rankings. They had Nederland winning the district this year, and things really changed quickly for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they had a little bit of unfortunate things happen early on in the season, and just didn't get out of the gate very well. They beat Livingston up, I believe it was at Livingston, 51-9, but then had to turn around and forfeit that game, and that just put them behind in the district standings. And so Nederland needs to win out, just quite frankly. They've got to win out to make the playoffs, and that's still a possibility, though they go to Port Neches Groves next week. That'll be a big challenge. But first they got to get past this Lumberton Raider team that really, Charlie, they got a pretty good offense.
Yes, they do. I mean, when you look at the yardage that the Lumberton Raiders have generated, it's a tremendous number of yards each game, with Brett Marcantel leading the way.
Yeah, Brett's got 960 yards rushing. He's got 13 touchdowns on the season, and he's going to be out on the field first, Charlie, with that Raider offense. As they've won the toss, they've elected to receive, and he's going to come out and lead that Lumberton Raider offense. But Nederland's defense is pretty good. In spite of the record, they're second in District 22 5A, and they're going to have to play big tonight. And Nederland needs good all-around team effort to pull this one out and then stay in the playoff race.
Larry Newman and Chris Babin together. I mean, Chris has been a head coach up there at Lumberton for just a few years. Took them to the playoffs last year for the third time in school history. This year, unfortunately, they're in the role of spoiler. This is actually the last game of the season because of the way the district lines out. Everybody has a bye week, and Lumberton's bye week is the last week of the season.
Yeah, they come in 3-5, and so they had I think they had a weather problem the very first week of the season and had a cancellation, so they didn't get to play, I believe, what would have been week 0. And of course, as you said, they'll have the bye next week, and so this is their final game of the season, and so the playoffs are not within reach. However, what is in reach is playing that role of spoiler, and really they played a lot of guys close. They lost a very close game to Central 2 weeks ago, only 35-34, and then, of course, won big over Ozan last week. So they've been in a lot of football games, had a lot of opportunities to win, and I expect this one to be a really good game tonight. Nederland, though, with everything still to play for.
Dropping back to return the ball for Lumberton, Keaton Upshaw and Tyler LeBlanc. For the Raiders, of course, they've got their 4-2 guys up front. This is an interesting return formation. You don't normally see 4 guys on the front line. Looks like the old wedge is going to be set up there. Deep kick by Nederland's Travis Wiedenfeld. Taken there by Keaton Upshaw, and he's going to get out to the 26-yard line, and that will be where the Raiders put it into play.
Yeah, Riley Hebert there, number 24 for the Bulldogs, making first contact there and stopping that. And the Raiders going to take over now, 1st and 10, going to give him forward progress out over the 25-yard line to the 26, and that's where the Raiders and Marcantel will set up shop.
26-yard line.
Good-looking offense, a ball control offense for Lumberton. Over 300 yards rushing a game. They don't pass much. But you will see ball control. This is not as much of a ball control offense as the Vider Pirates feature, but Marcantel keeps it, number 12. Gets maybe a yard there as he gets to the 28-yard line. Taken down hard by Nederland's defense.
Yeah, it looks like number 42 there in on the tackle, making first contact there for the Bulldogs. That's Brady Spell, and keeping Marcantel there to a short gain.
Fake up the middle to the fullback, cut him back in, and there's where the linebacker got a hold of him.
Yeah, good job there by Riley Hebert, getting penetration upfield and turning Marcantel back toward the inside.
Wing right now. This time they give the ball to Keaton Upshaw. He goes around the right end. Gain of about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and a short 4.
A little bit of misdirection there in the backfield, but well played there by the Bulldogs. I believe that was Case Babineau in on the tackle there on the far side. You see Case making a play.
You can hear the bell tolling there. That's one of the one of the things they bring out here at Bulldog Stadium. On third down, they always bring out the bell. Double wing right. Marcantel takes the ball, keeps it. He tries to jump over the defender, and he slats play, and the ball comes loose, recovered by Lumberton, but they're going to give him forward progress out to the 34. It'll be 4th and 3. A kicking situation for the Lumberton Raiders.
I believe Ty Shepard comes up and fills the hole. No, that's going to be number 2 there, Alex Salaya.
Alex Salaya.
Salaya?
Yep.
I want to get that right.
Son of a longtime area coach, Al Salaya. They're going for it on 4th down. We have sent a wide receiver out to the right. There are now 3 receivers on that side for Marcantel, and it's just a straight run. He's going to get the first down and more into the secondary. One guy to beat. Marcantel, great move, gets by Noah Lewis, and now it's a foot race. Marcantel scores on 4th down from the 34-yard line. That's a 66-yard run by Marcantel.
And you got to wonder, Charlie, if Nederland might have been a little flat-footed on that. I was just about to say there is no way they're going to snap this ball 3rd and 4 from their own end of the field, and they did. And Marcantel makes a great run and puts the Raiders on the board first.
Great move there, got him past the safety. Then it's just a foot race, and they are gaining on him, but he had a 5-yard gain to begin with. Point after attempt will be from Caleb Carr's foot. Good snap, good kick, deep kick. 7-0, Lumberton Raiders over the Bulldogs very quickly in the game. 9:53 left in the first quarter. 66-yard run on 4th down. Wow.
Yeah, wow is right. I tell you, like I said, I did not think they would snap that ball, and Marcantel took it around the right side and really went virtually untouched as he got into the secondary and made a good run there for the Raiders. And they go up 7-0, and so now Nederland's going to go on offense, and they've got to answer the bell here. You said the bell tolled on 3rd down, and the Raiders tolled on 4th down there, and now it's time for that Bulldog offense to step up and match and put 7 on the board themselves.
They're going to try and get it up there. Kevon Latulis and looks like Nick Kingston are back for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's going to be Caleb Carr, number 10, teeing up for the Raiders.
Hello, Jack. Carr will be kicking off for the Raiders.
And I'd be aware of an onside kick or anything. If you're going for it from 4th down in your own territory, you're going to try anything to play spoiler.
But when you are playing the spoiler, like you say, you take all the chances. You have nothing to lose. Slow roll, and there it goes. It's an onside kick. It goes 10 yards, and no one has fallen on it yet. No one has fallen on it yet.
I tell you, the best play right there. It was a great kick, first of all. Had an opportunity. But Connor Thompson made a great play. He called a fair catch, Charlie.
He called a fair catch?
He called a fair catch.
But nobody jumped on the ball.
Well, that's because he caught it in the air.
I missed something.
I didn't.
Okay.
It really was an excellent play there by Connor Thompson because he called the fair catch. That meant they can't hit him. They had to give him an opportunity to catch the ball.
Okay.
Which did learn after that P&G Vider game that there is that fair catch territory, even on an onside kick. Learned that one. And so, good job there, Connor.
Handoff goes to Devin Simmons. Number 3 gets the first down. 13 yards on first down for Nederland, showing their offensive force off of left tackle.
And so you try the onside kick. If it doesn't work, the problem there is that you're setting Nederland up in pretty good territory and a pretty good running back there in Devin Simmons, and he makes the most of first down there, brought down by Taylor Kirsch, but not before he gained 13 yards.
Quarterback Blason Fernandez fakes the handoff, looking deep. He's got a guy open, but he underthrows him. And trying to get the flag out of his pocket. There are 2 flags. That is pass interference down at the 10-yard line.
I was going to say the flags have to come out on that when the ball was underthrown. The defender just never saw it. I believe that was number 10 down there on defense, Caleb Carr. And he just never saw the ball, ran right through number 6 there, the intended receiver, Connor Perkins, and pass interference is the call.
Tonight is Langham Elementary night. We'd like to welcome the students and teachers from Langham Elementary. The principal of Langham Elementary is Ms.
And
Rosetta Martin.
2 plays, Charlie, and the Nederland Bulldogs are already deep into Lumberton Raider territory. There you see a good look at that end of that play there with Carr just not turning around, finding the football and interfering there with the receiver.
Down to the 28-yard line. Fernandez hands it off this time. Simmons, great yardage inside the 20, falls forward to the 19.
Yeah, good run there by Simmons, and mixing it up to pass and the run, hole wide open. Give credit to that offensive line. There was plenty of room there to run through for Simmons, and he picks up 9.
Running behind big offensive tackle Corbin Smith, number 79, the senior, a 2-year letterman. Now the Bulldogs looking back to their bench to get the new signals. Quick screen out to Connor Perkins, number 6, spins free, gets down to the 12. That gets the first down on a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, played fairly well by Carr there on the near side, but he was just playing off the receiver, and pickup of 7 there for the Bulldogs, and first down and 10. Now ball placed at the 12-yard line of the Raiders.
Good shot here of how quickly Fernandez gets that ball out of his hands and the cushion that they had given Perkins. Now back to live action, first down from the 12. High snap given to Simmons. He's touched in the backfield. Look at those legs drive. He gets inside the 5-yard line to the 4.
Yeah, we get a chance to see this again. Watch those short steps that Simmons is taking there. He's taking those short steps, keeping those legs moving, and he just runs through arm tackles, picking up good yardage.
There in the backfield, they had a hand on him, but he just kept those legs driving.
Give me some cord.
Down inside the 5-yard line to the 4.
Second down and 2 for the Bulldogs, trying to answer a surprise 4th down touchdown that the Lumberton Raiders put on the board. Quarterback keep, Fernandez in for the touchdown. Tackled right at the goal line, the pile goes forward. Layson Fernandez scores from the 4-yard line, and he's injured. He's still on the field as the pile laid on him.
That's a good drive there by the Nederland Bulldogs, Charlie, to answer the call there.
See it here on replay, just student body right.
Just go LDH and go back to that when you go back on the field. Well, what do you want me to do?
You can see here a whole bunch of people fell on Fernandez after he had crossed the line. And the young man is still on the ground.
Okay. If you don't want to do that.
This is the inaugural season of Golden Triangle Replay, the Superior Energy's Replay of the Week. Lumberton at Nederland. This is our last regular season game. The next time we'll be on board, we will be covering a first-round playoff game that has not yet been determined. We would like to thank our sponsors, Superior Energies, Pizza Inn of Port Neches, Bubba's Air Conditioning, BC Miller Electric, IBEW Local 479, The Lube Shop, Market Basket, Classic Chevrolet, and La Suprema. And also our media partner, the Beaumont Enterprise, and tonight KLVI AM. They follow Nederland Bulldog football wherever they go. Harold Mann, a longtime announcer, kind of the voice of the Bulldogs when you're on the road. I know that. Harold's been doing it for many years. And again, you can find all of our games on gtreplay.com. After they are run on cable network, we put them on our website there, and you can see them. The advertisement is statewide on cable, worldwide on gtreplay.com. You have to go to lower register. Worldwide.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And we say that, and you know, it's funny. Every year you do hear about people who are overseas. Maybe they're on assignment, they're from this area, they're working overseas. And how often do we hear back, Charlie, their appreciation, the fact that they can get a little taste of Southeast Texas over the internet or watching some of these games? We'd love to have you leave a comment on our Facebook page. If you can do that, GT Replay, Golden Triangle Replay.
And one thing I do want to point out here, these two communities play junior league football together, and they're taught from tots, from being small. When a player is injured, everybody hits a knee. And I want you to notice that on both sides of the field, both sets of teams. You have the cheerleaders on the track. Tonight, Langham Elementary was the elementary school honored, and all those kids are on the knee as well. That is true sportsmanship. You see that here in Southeast Texas. And of course, the two bands have done quite well. I mean, I'm very, very impressed by what the Lumberton band and the Nederland band have done in recent competition. Now, of course, you know a little bit about Lumberton, don't you? About the Lumberton bands.
Yeah, I do, and I want to give a congrats out to the Lumberton High School band. The Mighty Raider band, first runners-up last Saturday night over at the McNeese Marching Festival. Showdown at sundown, where they competed with bands from all over the southeastern U.S. And just congratulations to those guys. Great job to the Lumberton Mighty Raider band.
And I know the Nederland band scored straight ones at their competition, and like you say, this is the year that the odd numbers don't advance. So ones at your district level is about as far as you get. We are going to take an extended injury timeout here for a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, when I'm on Nederland's side, you want it up. Okay, and when I'm zooming in over there.
The Superior Energies replay of the week is sponsored by Superior Energies, The Lube Shop, Market Basket, and IBEW Local 479.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
Hi folks, Anthony Toops with Classic GMC. You know, here and across all of Southeast Texas, trucks are a way of life. We drive them for work, for play, and for just getting around. And during Truck Month at Classic, we drive a pretty sweet bargain. Right now during Classic Truck Month, save 20% off MSRP on a large selection of GMC Sierras. That's right, 20% in saving.
Classic Southeast Texas, your favorite hometown dealer.
Well, we're back in a delay here again. We got an injury on the field. We're in a little bit of a delay. You know, Charlie, before we went to commercial, we're talking a little bit about the bands, and these two bands are really completely opposite if you watch them. And the Raider band is a show band, which is, you know, a lot of what you see these days, and yet Nederland is the old throwback. The band that's the military style band.
The military style. And Greg Rose, the current band director, and his father, Val Rose, they instituted that many, many years ago. And you're right, it is the show band that Lumberton sets up. It's just a different style. But what I love about it when they go to competition is that the judges recognize the beauty of the two different styles. And, you know, you can be a show band to get straight ones. You can be a military band straight ones. And there you have a good shot across the field there of the Lumberton marching band. And tonight is middle school band night. And there you see a lot of middle schoolers here from Nederland. You've got the high school band up in the top of the stands there. And in front of them you have the two middle school bands from C.O. Wilson and from Central Middle School. So I think they ran out of uniforms, to be honest. I mean, getting all those middle schoolers out there as well.
There were band kids literally, Charlie, all the way around the track. Yeah, as the Nederland Bulldog band marched in tonight with all of those kids, they were wrapped all the way around the field, all the way around the track. 400 yards worth of band tonight.
And you can see everyone is applauding now as they put quarterback Blason Fernandez onto the gurney. They'll be taking it off in ambulance. Of course, our thoughts are with him and his family.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we've talked a lot over the last couple of minutes. That's our job, to keep talking through something like this. But it's something very serious going on in the field right now. And our thoughts and prayers are with that family and wish the best for that young man this evening. And we know that oftentimes extra precaution is taken. So
right.
So hopefully we'll get word that everything is okay.
You know, a perfect example of that are the concussion protocols now that are standard all the way down to junior league football, where everyone is so aware of the injuries that can occur to the neck and to the brain. This is not a contact sport, it is a collision sport. And that's how they explain it to the referees and everybody. The referees and the coaches teach their players how to play the game safely, but it is a game where you go out on there with the intention of running into somebody else.
And the helmet was off and he was moving, we'll say, as he was going off the field. And that's always a good sign. You don't want to see any kind of neck or head injury, and it doesn't appear that that would be the case.
7:31 left in the first quarter. The Bulldogs are going to be lining up here for the point after. The referee's checking to make sure both sides are ready, and we're about to start the play clock. Travis Wiedenfeld ready to kick the ball. That's going to be set down on the ground by Reed Garrett on the point after. Bulldogs trying to tie the game. Good snap. Good kick. 7-7 is your score.
So again, that's a good drive by the Bulldog offense because they answered the bell. Had to be a little bit on their heels after that long touchdown on a 4th down by the Raiders, and yet it didn't hold them back. They stepped up. They came down on a mix of throwing the ball, running the ball, and they put the ball in the end zone. And now we got a new score, 7-7 here. As we get ready to kick off here, 7 minutes, 31 seconds left to play here in the first quarter.
Well, I'm impressed, of course, by what Brett Marcantel did there. Carried the ball 3 times on the first 4 downs and did exactly what Chris Babin wanted him to do. You know, get the stick in the ground as early as you can and plant that flag. Again, Lumberton is not going to roll over. It's been a long time since they have beaten the Bulldogs. And again, there's a certain amount of fire you get when you are the spoiler. You're coming in here, you're not going to roll over. Their seniors are playing their last football game tonight. So Lumberton is definitely looking for that. Kickoff now from Wiedenfeld. Hits the ground, and it is taken there in the air by Tyler LeBlanc. Number 20 takes it forward. Looks like he's going to be taken down.
Yeah, tripped up by his own man there. He tripped over number 2, Taylor Kirsch. He tripped him up there at about the 32-yard line. We'll see this on replay. Otherwise, he had a hole. And look right here, we're going to see one of the Raiders come in and boom, right there.
Yeah, some looked like a wedge buster came in there and knocked one of the blockers backward into the running back. Wedge buster, you don't hear that much, do you?
Well, it's not legal anymore, right? You can't have a wedge, can't have a wedge buster.
First down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Here's that tee. Oh, how do you know who's got the ball? Again, that's although they come out in a different formation, it's not a straight T formation, but they're running T formation football. 3 guys passed in front of Marcantel. Who had the ball? That's what you had to check on. Ended up being the fullback, taking him forward for 3 yards.
And you and I have done a lot of junior league football, Charlie, as you said, between these teams. And that's what we used to see a lot from the Raiders in that junior league as well, a lot of that misdirection.
2 receivers to the right, 1 crosses now, fakes the handoff, dropping back is Marcantel. He's looking to throw it, dumps it over the middle. Oh, should have been intercepted. There were 3 black shirts between Marcantel and his receiver, Brady, number 42.
Was that Tyler LeBlanc that knocked it down? Number 20, I believe it was Tyler LeBlanc that knocked that ball down.
Marcantel held it as long as he could.
Yeah. And the secondary for Nederland's got 6 interceptions, at least 2 of the guys. So we got Noah Lewis with 4 interceptions, Ty Shepard with 2 interceptions, and so they play the pass pretty well.
Marcantel, empty backfield now, looking to throw it on the slam over the head of his intended receiver, Keaton Upshaw, and that was Noah Lewis on the defense, but the ball was so high, it was caught on the sideline.
Well, and you got to keep them honest. You got to have a little bit of balance of run and pass there. But the Raiders, I think what we're going to see them be successful with is running the football. And are they going for it again, Charlie?
I don't know. The Bulldogs are sending out, it looks like a return team, but Raiders are staying in their offensive formation. You can quick kick out of this if you need to, and that's what they're going to do. They shift back into quick kick formation, and timeout is called by Nederland with 6:43 left in the first quarter. Nederland had their defense out there. They were kind of watching what Coach Babin was sending in on the other side. That's your game of chess right there. You're waiting to see what move the other guy makes.
Well, he ran in 2 or 3 players, and I thought, well, he's sending in the punter. And I think when he did that, Nederland sends on their return team only to see them line up in their normal offense. And I think Lumberton has already made a statement early in this game that we're going for it. We're gonna take some chances tonight. And if you're Nederland, you got to keep that in mind. You just got to play for the unexpected.
Well, they had a 4th and 2 play that went for 66 yards. Let's see what their 4th and 8 play looks like. You're in an offensive formation. Got a setback and a halfback to the right-hand side of Marcantel. 2 receivers on that side, so they can flood it. But they go into the quick kick formation, and Marcantel puts a forward roll on that kick, angles it to the sideline. It's going to jump out of bounds at the Nederland 29-yard line. And that's how you do a quick kick when the other guys don't have anybody back there. Just put that forward roll on it, and it'll go.
Yeah, it's looked like he netted maybe about 37, 38 yards, something like that, out of that kick, and puts Nederland down inside their own 30-yard line. And now we'll see what Nederland does on offense. We'll see who comes out at quarterback. You and I were talking during the commercial break, wondering what they're going to do here, and we'll see what Coach Newman has in store, who the backup is, and what's going to happen.
And it's what we expected. Number 14, Marshall Lang, junior quarterback out there. He has quite a bit of experience early on in the season. He's going to do what the good ones do, hand it off to the halfback, Devin Simmons. But this time the Raiders meet him at the line. Short gain, only 1 yard.
Yeah, and when you got a running back like that, you just need to keep feeding them. And of course, stats-wise, totals, he may not be ranked up there among the top of District 22 5A rushing leaders, but he's missed 3 games, and so on a per-game basis, he's averaging well over 100 yards per game played. At 6.4 yards per carry, that's a pretty good clip.
3 receivers out to the right side, 1 wide receiver to the left. Wide receiver comes into a slot back. He hands it off this time. Goes to number 22. That's Kevon Latulis. Latulis gets across the 50-yard line into Lumberton territory. First down, Nederland.
Yeah, and Taylor Kirsch bringing him down just across the 50-yard line, but he was the last man standing there and made a good play, but not before a big gain.
Simmons now at halfback with Lang at quarterback, getting the signals from the sideline. Simmons flips over, tackle trap this time, moving the pile forward, but the Raiders are all over that one. That looked like an old rugby scrum out there.
A load of Raiders getting up off the bottom of the pile. Look like, are they still determining who has the football? Nope. There was a little tussle for the ball down there. I didn't know if the officials had seen a fumble or what that might have been, but it'll be second down for the Bulldogs.
We'll give them a yard on that. Second down and a long 9. Now in the shotgun formation. Kingston to the right, Simmons to the left. Slant pattern was going to Dean Fisher over the head of Fisher.
Now it looked like Fisher ran the slant and the pass was thrown through the fade pattern. A little overthrown there, bring up third down and 9.
Max protection that time for the quarterback. They kept both halfbacks in to block. I gave him 7 protecting. Only a 2-man route. Now twins to the right, single to the left. Rolls to his left slightly, throws it up in the air, going to Fisher. Fisher has it tipped away at the last minute. Good play there by the defense.
Yeah, broken up by Tyler LeBlanc on the far side. Otherwise, that would have been a first down for Nederland. And now Nederland will have to make a decision. Do they punt or do they go for it now? 4th down and 9 just inside Raider territory. Really a good throw there, Charlie. Just a touch late.
Nederland's doing the same thing. They're in a quick kick formation. Got the motion in there. He drops back just a little bit. He's going to do the same thing. His rotation, though, is back toward him, but the ball takes a good hop there for Nederland. It's going to be down at the 13-yard line. Ground level camera there from GT Replay showing you exactly how that ball was down.
Well, you don't want to be the punters in this game. You're not getting any turns, Charlie. All we're doing is quick kicks.
Yeah, the quarterbacks are the ones. They're the leading punters so far. 4:15 left in the first quarter. We're tied at 7 as the two teams exchange punts after each scoring on their first possession.
And I would have to think if you're really both offenses, I think if I was the offensive coordinator of either side at this point, what I would be looking at is going, I'm going to come out and run the football until that defense proves they can stop my strength.
3 receivers on the right. Marcantel hands it off to his halfback who dives forward to the 14-yard line. That was Keaton Upshaw, ended up with the ball. You can see how quick this goes. Little trap there in the middle as the guard pulled to kick out. Upshaw found a little bit of yardage there. 2nd down and 9 for Lumberton. Same formation. This time he keeps it going to the right-hand side. It looked like it was going to be an option. He throws it forward to try and offset the rush there. I don't know if that was an option or it was supposed to be a pass play.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to throw it away, and he was outside the tackle box, threw it beyond the line of scrimmage. Chase down there, is that going to be number 9 there for the Bulldogs, Ty Shepard. And I think Marcantel just throwing it away to avoid the sack.
3rd down and 9. Clock stops at 3:38 in the first quarter. Same formation. Makes the handoff. Sets up throw, a post corner here. Caught in the air. 1st down. Gabe Sonyer gets to the 42-yard line.
That was a really good throw and catch there. Well covered there by Landon Hiltz, but just outsized there by the Raider tight end there, number 81, Sonyer.
Ran a corner route, and the tall receiver reached back over the short defender. Ball was placed out well there by Marcantel. Really, it was either going to be caught for the 1st down or no one was going to catch it.
Yeah, it was really good defense. It was just better executed by the offense.
Handoff goes to number 3, Taylor Kirsch, and number 3 is going to take it to the house. 58 yards, Taylor Kirsch on the misdirection. Another long strike by the Raiders.
Yeah, just all that misdirection in the backfield, as you talked about earlier, 2 or 3 potential guys with the football. And on defense, you got to tackle them all.
Kirsch coming out there, he has a lineman going with them. They both log inside there, and there's no containment.
And the play almost made in the backfield by Ty Shepard, but he just couldn't quite get there.
Caleb Carr ready to increase the lead to 7. Good snap, kick a little bit sideways, but it's through the uprights. 14-7, 2:56 left in the first quarter. This is a lot more of a shootout than I was expecting with 2 ground pounding games.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of offense. We're seeing big plays there by the Raiders, and then now Nederland needs to come out, put that offense together, and they need to show their running game, their strength, and answer once again as the Raiders now have taken the lead and trying to play this role of spoiler here tonight here at Bulldog Stadium.
We'd like to thank the 2 superintendents of these respective districts, John Velastro up in Lumberton and Robin Perez of Nederland, for allowing us to come in here and do this game. Superior Energy's replay of the week. And of course the principals, Darwin Davis at Lumberton and Stephen Beagle in Nederland. We need their permission to come bring this to you. The best in high school football. That's what GT Replay is all about. We did a half season this year. We're looking to do a full season next year. Hint to the sponsors, sign up early. We're glad to expand this out. We'd love to do a full 12-game season next year. You know, do the 0-week game, get a first round of playoff. That's what I'm really excited about, doing the first round of playoffs.
Not
you
sure
know
who it'll be yet.
That's right. We don't know who yet, but you know, in Southeast Texas, somewhere between Beaumont and Baytown, there's going to be a great matchup of two different teams that are really hot, and that's what we're going to be looking at in the first round here in 2 weeks. Caleb Carr. This time he angles it over to the 22-yard line. Taken in the air by Blaine Burnett. Number 23 brings it forward to the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs will have a 1st and 10.
Yeah, good job there bringing it out across the 37. Pretty good kick near the sideline. And again, just unsure whether or not it's going to be some kind of pooch kick that you need to fair catch, but plenty of room there. Caught the ball and got another 20 yards after receiving it.
Both teams do a great job of downfield blocking, and their runners and return men do a fantastic job of following those blocks. They hang just right off of the hip of the blocker. Marshall Lang in at quarterback. Got Simmons set up as a pistol back, but they throws it out to Dean Fisher, number 10. Looks like he gets 4 yards on first down.
Now Fisher, I believe, the leading receiver for that Bulldog offense coming in through the season. You have Dean Fisher, 19 catches for 295 yards and 3 TDs coming into this game this evening.
Two backs now to the right-hand side of Lang. Two receivers out wide right as well. They hand it off on the inside. Ryan Lelou with the ball, ran a little trap play up the middle.
Picks up close to first down yardage. I believe they're going to give him the first down.
Look at them keeping those legs moving. Yeah, it's going to be real close. Our eyes appear to make it a first down, but you have to be sure because natural turf field, sometimes the bumps make it, shall we say, an optical illusion out there.
Yeah, really tough to see. And
many historic games have been played here at Bulldog Stadium, like Jerry Mallory Field. It is a first down by the length of the football and a little more. 2:09 left in the first quarter.
When I first looked, I thought, well, maybe that's closer than it looks. But
hey, I saw an onside kick, and you saw a fair catch. So, I mean, I think we may have to get the squeegee out here on these windows. Condensation is starting to take over. First down and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Lang in the shotgun, hands off to Simmons. He breaks it outside. Got a great block out there. Simmons still running, cuts back. Hit there by several Raiders. If they give him this forward progress, he'll be at the 37-yard line. It is a first down, a 14-yard gain on first down.
Man, he is quick, too, and really stood up there by number 11, Matthew Harrell, but not before he gets 11 or 12 yards. Again, just running through an arm tackle there, keeping those legs moving. And a good tackle there, but 12 yards down the field. 14 yards down the field.
Two receivers to the right-hand side. There's also a blocking back there. Hand off to Simmons. Quick little trap play. He makes a juke move, but is taken down by Taylor Kirsch in the secondary. That move, though, got him an extra 3 yards.
And I think if you're Coach Newman, you just want to keep giving a heavy dose there of that running game. Keep mixing in Lelou every once in a while there as well to keep everyone honest, but make the Raiders stop that run game.
Marshall Lang, the junior quarterback here, coming in relief for Blason Fernandez, who went down on an injury after he scored a 4-yard touchdown. And off to Simmons, right up the middle. Hit at the 21, falls forward to the 20. First down, Bulldogs. Working that right side behind the senior, Corbin Smith.
Putting together a good drive again. 43 yards so far on this drive. All but 5 of it has been on the ground.
Right guard is Hunter Torres, number 57, a junior. Dean Fisher in motion. They throw a quick one out there. I'm sorry, Corey Guidry in motion. The pass goes to Dean Fisher, and he gets a first down inside the 10-yard line for Nederland.
Yeah, when we get this replay, I want you to watch number 11, Corey Guidry. Watch this block that he makes right there, and he really is the one who breaks that play. And then there's the hurdle inside the 10-yard line. But give Guidry credit for a good block there on the far side.
What are you sweating for?
Nederland's going to be happy to end the first quarter there.
That's the end of the first quarter.
7 Bulldogs, Raiders 14. Nederland driving inside the 10 at the end of the first quarter. Nederland ISD is very proud of the sponsors that they have. NISD and Philpott Motors are partners in education. Philpott gives away a car to a Nederland High School student every year who has perfect attendance for the year. Also on their scoreboard, they have all of the sponsors of the district: Christus Southeast Texas and Beaumont Bone and Joint. The William Dornbos family, Natchez Federal Credit Union, Classic Southeast Texas, 5 Point Credit Union, JK Chevrolet, and Gulf Credit Union.
Join Tim Faust and Home Free for a country Christmas on November the 26th.
These are all sponsors of Nederland ISD. 5 Point Credit Union has been supporting the Nederland Bulldogs for many years, and all 5 Point members that are graduating high school seniors are eligible to earn one of $10,000 scholarships. JK Chevrolet Subaru is a very proud supporter of the Nederland Bulldogs. Natchez Federal Credit Union, you can score points all year long with your Natchez FCU debit card with reward points. Gulf Credit Union, you can drive to their Lend Zone with their great auto loan rates. Get your game on with an auto loan at Gulf Credit Union. The William Dornbos family would like to say go Dogs, and Nederland ISD is grateful for their support.
Did you say somebody's getting a car just for coming to school?
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of excitement every year when they do that. Taking the ball around the corner there. Number 6. Connor Perkins with the touchdown for Nederland.
And Nederland answers the call there, putting a touchdown in, putting the ball in the end zone. And after the point after, they can put this through. They'll have this game tied back up as we are now just 5 seconds into the second quarter of play.
Kick up from Wiedenfeld is good, 14-14. We'll take a commercial break and be back with the kickoff in a moment.
The Superior Energies replay of the week is sponsored by Superior Energies, Classic Chevrolet, BC Miller Electric, Pizza Inn Port Neches, and Bubba's AC.
At Market Basket, we offer the freshest choice of meat available. Our meat cutters are always looking for ways to serve our customers even more. From our MB Premium Select Angus beef to our custom cut meats, it's all prepared fresh daily with the highest standards of quality. And if you need a little advice for cooking up your next meal, we're right here, happy to help. I'm Randy Stone, and at Market Basket, it's about freshness and quality. It's who we are.
Market Basket, friendly people, fast service.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
Taken there by Tyler LeBlanc. Excuse me, that's number 34. Jackson Lloyd for the Raiders. Gets it up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down there by number 22. That's Kayvon Latulis?
Latulis, yes.
We don't want to get names wrong.
First down and 10 at the 34-yard line. And this has been a back-and-forth game, and of course with both of them scoring on the runs, that's the way they play. Marcantel, halfbacks on either side, sends one over to the left. Oh, good play there made as Keaton Upshaw is taken down from behind.
That's Tyron Fournay coming in and making that play. Good job there by Fournay. Short gain there, but he read that very well coming from the backside.
Fournay, a junior defensive end for the Bulldogs. Short gain. Clock is running. Marcantel puts the halfbacks to the left side, two receivers over to the right. Tyler LeBlanc in motion, and he gets the ball taken down at the 39-yard line. It'll be third down and 5 to go for Lumberton.
Fournay on the tackle again there for the Bulldogs. There's just a lot of traffic to run through over there on the far side, and just a short gain. Third and 5 here, Charlie, coming up, and boy, that Bulldogs needing a hold here.
Bulldogs have to win out in order and get a little bit of help from Livingston in order to get into the playoffs. Running backs to the right for Marcantel. First down, almost. I don't know. Keaton Upshaw trying to get close to it. The referee's got him a yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1 as Upshaw gets the forward progress up to the 43-yard line. He needs to get past the 44.
I'm just guessing, but I don't think they're punting here. They come up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Riley Hebert. There's a the scrum is moving. The referee moves in. He's at the 45-yard line, and that is going to be a first down from where it's marked by the side judge. Quick snap there works for the Raiders.
The gain is good for a Raider first down.
Surprise is a good element in offensive football. And the Raiders are definitely going all out here, rolling the dice every chance they can.
Yeah, second time already going for it on 4th down. And an onside kick or a little pooch kick. So, yeah, just going for broke here this evening.
Tight formation. There's the play that they scored on earlier. This time the wideout, Tyler LeBlanc, is taken down after only a 3-yard gain.
I believe that's Brady Spell, number 42. Yep, Brady Spell getting up off the bottom of that pile. He read that very, very well. He stayed at home that time, filled that hole, and made that tackle for a short gain.
Dario Quinones, one of the linemen leading the way there for the Raiders, pulling 2 guards on that play. Marcantel sends LeBlanc in motion, and he's going to keep it going that way. He's hit in the backfield. I think Ty Shepard ended up tackling him for a loss.
Lost there on the play of about 4 yards. Let's see if that's Shepard coming through. There it is, number 9 there, grabbing the jersey and making the play.
Shepard stepping over an offensive blocker in order to make that. Lost back to the 46-yard line, third down and a long 9. They need to get inside the needle and 45-yard line. Of course, the way they're playing, Greg, they take 2 shots at it.
Yeah, I was going to say they're in 4-down territory because the ball's not in the end zone.
Chris Babin letting his seniors have some fun, and they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. To think about it, with 8:09 left in the second quarter, tied at 14.
Southeast Texas.
Well, you know, Charlie, I think you've got a responsibility, one, to come out and play hard and try to play the spoiler role. And I think there's a balance of being very aggressive on one hand, you don't want to give up the ball deep in your own territory and be foolish in the way you're playing it, but I don't think the Raiders have played it that way at all. They're just playing very, very aggressive and taking their shots. And they're in the game, 14-14, 8-12 left to play here in the first half. It's a ball game. It's just what we hoped it would be.
Yeah, and again, you always want exciting games. You know, it's Parents' Night. It's the last game of the year for the Raiders. Let's go ahead and just leave it all on the field. Marcantel, a senior quarterback. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. He also has a halfback on the right-hand side. Watch that tight end kind of flexed off to the left, though. Marcantel straight roll back. He's under pressure. Throws it over. Oh, almost caught there off of the hands of one of the Raiders at the 43-yard line. That would have been a first down. Just off the hands of Taylor Kirsch. And you got to admire Marcantel for placing that ball where only a Raider could get it.
Yeah, at first I thought he was just throwing it away, but it was obviously well placed and almost there complete. It would have been a first down, but the ball does fall incomplete. And I'll tell you, as he rolled out, there was nobody open in that secondary, well covered there by the Bulldog defenders.
I think our ground cameraman was the closest guy to that ball when it came down. So 4th down and long. And the Raiders are in an offensive formation. 4 receivers to the right-hand side. They shift to the quick kick. Oh, this time Marcantel got his toe on it. It goes straight up into the air. The referee, depends on where the side judge marks it, it may only be about a 3-yard punt.
I don't think he was expecting the ball to be snapped that quickly.
It's an 8-yard punt, out of bounds at the Nederland 47. You can see there the extreme black and gold turnout. The last home game here for the Nederland Bulldogs tonight against Lumberton. Next week, Nederland will be ending their regular season, I'm going to say, against Port Neches Groves in the traditional matchup, Mid-County Madness.
And it ought to set up to be a good one next week, of course, with Port Neches Groves second in District 22 5A. And in those rivalry games, anything can happen. And when both football teams are pretty good, you ought to be able to expect a good one in a rivalry game.
Lang at quarterback, fakes the handoff, rolls back, throws it over the middle. Almost caught by Reed Garrett. Looked like it was just a little bit behind him as he was running the dig route across the middle.
Yeah, he was open. Ball just a little bit off target there.
Lang rolling to his left, trying to plant his feet and throw back. Under pressure, you can see the ball there. Just behind the receiver, just a little bit.
Did you say dig route?
I said dig route, a crossing route.
You've been studying Google?
I've been using the route tree, the route tree that I found on my John Madden football game.
There you go.
Handoff goes to Ryan Lella. We apologize for mispronouncing his name earlier.
Yeah, we appreciate that, getting corrected. And being corrected in the second quarter is much better than being corrected 2 days after the broadcast, as we were a couple of weeks ago by a parent who didn't like the way we mispronounced her son's name.
Well, we appreciate that. And again, Southeast Texas with the many different cultures, there are many different ways to pronounce the names, and we apologize for any that we mess up.
We are trying our best. We did review them before the game and try to get them right.
A little bit early there, and I think it was going to be a run as Connor Perkins came out to engage that cornerback. So take it back 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Nederland back at their own 47-yard line.
Is that the first flag we've had tonight?
That indeed is. Second flag. We're corrected by our Beaumont Enterprise media partner sitting behind us. Keeping track of all the stats back there is Brooks Cabela. It's nice to have that voice come from on high to correct you.
Did you mispronounce Brooks's last name?
I mispronounced lots of things tonight.
He corrected you.
Deep pattern. Touchdown. Nederland. Connor Perkins from Marshall Lang.
That was a very well thrown ball, and I think we might we might now know why Perkins was in such a hurry to get off the line of scrimmage. He knew that was coming his way. That's one way to add to your stats. Get a 5-yard penalty, back it up, so if I score, Coach, it's 5 yards further than it would have been. That was a great throw, great catch, and I tell you, he didn't have to slow down a bit. Look at this as he just runs right through the football, put on the money. That's a great throw and a great play.
Connor Perkins has caught quite a few bombs this season for Nederland. Travis Wiedenfeld's kick is true. The Bulldogs take a 7-point lead, 21-14. With 7:11 left in the first half.
And again, we're just seeing a good mix on offense from the Nederland Bulldogs.
Okay, we'll take a commercial break here and be back with the kickoff.
If you want superior safety, service, and quality, look to Superior Energies for insulation, electrical, instrumentation, and engineering services.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
B.C. Miller Electric Company knows how important it is in choosing a professional electrician that will get the job done in a cost-efficient and timely manner. Our certified technicians have been serving the Golden Triangle for over 60 years. We are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We specialize in commercial and residential design build-outs, along with security and landscaping lighting. B.C. Miller Electric Company. No job is too small. Give Mitch a call today for a free estimate and let them hook you up.
Kane Deere with the kickoff return. Let's see it here on replay. Travis Wiedenfeld approaches. Deere set up at the back right. You can see number 4 take it just off your left-hand side. There are the blockers. Deere tries to get up into the middle, tripped up, falls forward to the 27-yard line, and that's where Lumberton will put it into play.
First and 10, Raiders, 27-yard line.
Marcantel hands it off right up the middle, and look at that running back push forward. I tell you what, he's doing a great job of keeping his feet moving. Gain of 4 yards. The number 24, Josh Ward.
That's the first time we've seen Ward carry the ball tonight, and a good run there right up the middle.
Yeah, they made contact right at the 28-yard line. He pushed it forward 3 yards with 3 people on him. 36-yard line, second down, and a long 7 to go. Halfbacks on either side. Now they go in motion. Oh, great one-on-one tackle there as Marcantel is taken down by Riley Hebert.
Yeah, good job by Hebert. I thought Marcantel handed the ball off at the middle. I got a little lost on that play, but not Riley Hebert. He came in and did his job and took Marcantel down for a loss.
You can hear the bell tolling there. Third down for the Raiders.
And it's got to be, again, very disciplined on defense when you've got all that motion in the backfield and multiple running backs potentially getting the football. Everybody's got to do their job and tackle their man.
Marcantel throws the ball. Flood route is good. First down to, I believe, number 42 over there. And I do not have a 42 on my roster. Great pass here from Marcantel, puts it right on the outstretched hands there. Noah Lewis comes in to make the tackle, but it is a first down for the Lumberton Raiders at the 42-yard line. Play went out of bounds. The clock is stopped at 5:51 left in the second quarter. Marcantel fakes one jet sweep and gives it to Keaton Upshaw the other way. Again, the misdirection. Gain of a couple of yards around left end. One halfback goes in direction and Marcantel fakes it to him, and then gives it off to Keaton Upshaw. I think technically that's a pass because he handed it forward. I'll let Brooks Cabina handle that. Figure out if it's a pass or a run, or Brooks sets us straight. Technically it's a pass.
Like maybe 45 on your rosters. Hooks may be 42 according to another roster there.
Okay. Hooks with that first down, and here we go with a play right up the middle. Lumberton crossing to the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 7 to go. As Marcantel keeps it himself. Brett Marcantel, the big senior quarterback for Lumberton, scored on the 4th down play, first possession, 66-yard jaunt to the end zone. 3rd down now, 2 blocking backs to the right-hand side. And there's the sweep to Keaton Upshaw. Upshaw close to the first down, depends on where he stepped out of bounds.
Looks like they marked him just short.
Side judge has him at the 47 and a half, maybe the 48 and a half.
Yeah, going to be about a half-yard short, I believe, of from the first down, and see if we don't see that rugby scrum coming up.
Here's the bum rush coming up, and there they just pile forward. Marcantel, big Marcantel, takes the ball forward, following his center to get the first down.
Look at number 3. Looks like
and everybody knows it's coming too, but you could see the Bulldogs just piling on, trying to stop that. But Marcantel's a big guy, and with that offensive line, they just make a surge, and 11 guys are pushing one way and pick up the 2 yards.
Luke Dollinger, the whole offensive line there, Matthew Hafner, they just line up toe-to-toe and just push it across. It all has to do with the snap, because if the defense can anticipate the snap, they can go low and fire across early. But
yeah, the offense has the advantage in that scenario.
Good handoff there to Upshaw, who gets over left guard. Good yardage, 8 yards it looks like on first down.
So the Raiders are moving the ball down inside Nederland territory. The clock is running, 3 minutes, 25 seconds left to play here in the first half. Remember too, the Raiders got the opening kickoff, Charlie, so it'll be the Bulldogs receiving the second half kickoff.
Marcantel keeps it over left tackle. He's close to the first down. Looked like when they tackled him, they knocked him forward. It will be a first down at the 35-yard line.
Shepard on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Marcantel just student body left there. Everybody running that way. They even pulled one of the linemen to go. You can see Marcantel twisting forward to get that first down.
And so far, everything we've hoped for tonight is now the Raiders have the ball first down and 10. Marcantel in quarterback, hands it off right up the middle. I believe that's number 44 taking the handoff there for the Raiders, Michael Mott. And Mott picks up about five yards, we'll call it, and it'll bring up second down and 5 for the Raiders.
That's a big running back.
A lot of different guys involved in that offense there in the running game for the Raiders.
Handoff goes to Upshaw. Upshaw gets the first down. Working off of the left side. Looks like he gets to about the 23 of Nederland. Make it the 24 is where the side judge puts it. You can see him cut forward here. He gets to the secondary and drags everybody forward. Staying in that tight formation. Wing back to the right. The left halfback gets the ball. He penetrates forward for about a yard or so, right up the middle. Watch the left halfback here get it.
Yeah, wrong read there. I tell you, if he had handed the ball off to 17 around the far side, I believe that play might have gone for some yardage there to Remington Boykin, but see if the Raiders come back to that, if the coaches see the same thing.
Makes the handoff. Marcantel looks deep. Oh, almost intercepted. Alex Salaya stepped in front of the receiver. Intended receiver was Gabe Sonier. Salaya wants that one back.
Yeah, he was the man who had the ball, hands on the ball, and he just couldn't bring it in.
Salaya cuts in front of the receiver. Incompletion stops the clock. It'll be 3rd down and 9 to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts. 1:24 left in the first half. I hear bells. Arkentel end around. It's going to be good for the first down. Number 7 falls forward.
17,
Preston Leger.
17 Remington Boykin, and that was the play from the other side. I talked about just 2 plays ago that was there this time, and you see that he did get the yardage. Good run there by Boykin, picking up the first down for the Raiders. Clock running 1:10.
Makes the handoff. Marcantel looks deep. Man open. Intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone by Noah Lewis. How did he get that ball?
Good play there by Lewis, because Zamian Hooks, number 44, was open in the end zone, or 42, I believe it was, open in the end zone. And, well, good play there on defense by the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Bulldogs take over at their home 20-yard line.
First down and 10 for Nederland as they dodge that bullet with just over a minute left in the half. Good interception there by Noah Lewis.
And if you're watching this on Spectrum Sports and you have DVR, roll that back and watch that one more time. That was a good play. But we're back to live action here as the Bulldogs take over. Let's see if they can punch one in before the end of the first half.
Marshall Lang at quarterback. Von Simmons at his left halfback. Give it to Simmons. Gets into the secondary. They were trying to strip the ball from him. He crosses the 30, and that's where the scrum forms. It's going to be close to a first down. Depends on where Simmons is tackled.
Yeah, Jace Bridges there making first contact, trying to rip the ball loose there, number 5. Got to make sure you make the tackle.
Timeout is called by Nederland. You can see Simmons here, and they're just trying to get the ball away from him. That's when Simmons realizes he's in traffic and puts both hands on the ball. A lot of pushing and shoving out there on the football field.
And we're just under a minute, and Nederland's taking their second timeout of the half. Remember, they had to take a timeout early on that quick kick formation, and so they've had to take here now their second timeout as they've got just 54 seconds left to play here in the first half. They will get the ball back to start the second half.
Like to thank our sponsors again: Pizza Inn of Port Neches, Bubba's Air Conditioning, BC Miller Electric, IBEW Local 479, our banner sponsor, Superior Energies. We are the Superior Energies Replay of the Week. Also sponsoring us tonight, Lube Shop, Market Basket, Classic Chevrolet, La Suprema, our media partner, the Beaumont Enterprise, and tonight our media helper, KLVI AM. Broadcasting the Nederland Bulldogs live. We're told the pizza smells good down in the truck. Donnie Broussard from Pizza Inn Port Neches already taking care of the truck.
Hope it finds its way up here.
Under pressure. Dumps it over to Simmons there. Simmons gets to the 35-yard line, and I tell you what, he had an awful lot of time in the backfield, did Marshall Lang. Second down and 5. Bulldogs hurrying up. Throw the quick screen. Oh, that was almost intercepted right off the hands of Jackson Lloyd, who read it perfectly, and that would have been a pick 6.
Yeah, that would have been a pick 6, but good job there by the receiver to play defender there. Is that going to be number 11?
I think it was going towards Simmons, but they were both on the throw pattern there, and Corey Guidry made sure that that ball was not intercepted.
Yeah, I think it was intended for Simmons, but Guidry saw what was unfolding, and he ended up playing defender and saving what would have been a touchdown.
Third down and 5, 1/2 minute left. Lang drops back, throws a deep out, and it's out of bounds, out of the reach of Connor Perkins. That'll bring up 4th down for Nederland. And Larry Newman sends the punt team in.
Fourth down, Bulldogs.
Basic out pattern here being run.
Coach.
Lang puts it up over there. He had a guy open. Connor Perkins was there, but the ball just out of reach. Dylan Hendricks is in punt formation. Corey Guidry comes out to the searchlight position. Good snap. End over end kick's going to hit in front of the receiver and take a good needle and bounce down to make it the 21-yard line. That's a very good kick that hit the ground and rolled well, and also burned a lot of time down. 14 seconds left in the first half. Nederland ahead 21-14 over Lumberton.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a good job. Good heads-up play there by the defenders as they ran down the Bulldogs, not touching the ball, just standing there waiting, letting the official kill the clock, and just letting seconds run off, not giving Lumberton any more time to try to get a score here late in this first half. 20 yards off the ball, 4 defenders playing prevent.
Markentell's one interception there. Looks like Lumberton's going to be happy to just hand it off here and run it up the middle. Keaton Upshaw with the ball. He runs over left tackle. Gain of 8 yards out to the 30.
Case Batman on tackle for the Bulldogs.
It looks like Lumberton's just going to let the clock run down. The Lumberton team's already starting to head to the locker room. Both teams are going to go make their halftime adjustments, and the fans here are going to enjoy a fantastic halftime show between the award-winning Lumberton Raider Band and the Nederland Band.
Tonight's replays are sponsored by The Lube Shop. The Lube Shop with 4 convenient locations in Beaumont, Silsbee, and Nederland.
For 4 generations, La Suprema has been serving authentic family dishes of the very best Mexican food. So take a break and come enjoy our award-winning service and delicious homemade family recipes. Your taste buds will love you. La Suprema Mexican Restaurant, Highway 365 across from Central Mall.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
The precision marching of the Nederland High School Band. Award-winning straight ones for longer than many of the people in the stands have been alive. Well done. We saw a fantastic show by the Lumberton Band just a minute ago. Charlie Jellin again here with you for Golden Triangle Replay. And at halftime, we get the benefit of the intelligence of our media partner from the Beaumont Enterprise, Brooks Cabina. Now, you not only keep the stats, but you kind of watch the flow of the game as well.
Sure, Charlie. And throughout this game, the flow has been a bit counter through both. At this point, it would be tied for that incredible interception by Noah Lewis in the end zone. The drive for Lumberton getting to that point, very commanding, and they played very well between them both. Lumberton playing a lot like they have nothing to lose.
How do the stats look? Is it as balanced on the stat sheet as it almost is on the scoreboard?
Well, Lumberton actually leads, Charlie. In their total yards, Lumberton leads 243 yards, most of that rushing, 200 yards rushing and 43 passing. Nederland's side, they're 191 total yards, 110 rushing, 81 passing. And most of that coming on long scoring plays. Brett Markentell, the quarterback for Lumberton, a 66-yard touchdown run. Taylor Kirsch also has a 58-yard touchdown run for them. On the other side for Nederland, the long 53-yard touchdown pass from Marshall Lang to Connor Perkins is also a long point for Nederland. The leading rusher for Nederland is Devin Simmons, 9 carries, 72 yards, 8 yards per carry. Lumberton having a very hard time stopping him. And Marshall Lang leading it with 2. He's 3 for 9 passing with 84 yards, and Connor Perkins leading with 2 catches for 60 yards receiving. On the other end, Markentell leading for Lumberton with 9 rushes for 77 yards. Passing, he also leads 4 of 9, 43 yards and interception. And Gabe Saunier leads them with 1 catch for 28 yards. All of that big plays is the key point of that, and Lumberton gaining Nederland in this one, and a lot of that because of that interception by Noah Lewis after their long run. And right now, that's the difference between Nederland leading 21-14.
Now, having Blason Fernandez, the sophomore quarterback, go down there in that first possession, Marshall Lang took a little bit of time to kind of warm up. It wasn't like he was on the sideline throwing passes when the starter went down.
He did, and at the start of the season, he started some games as well, and his passing has improved steadily over the year, and that was his best pass of the season. And it helps out a lot whenever you have a guy like Connor Perkins who can have a wide open post route, and you just find that spot down the field and place it down there. That's what every quarterback wants, is a wide open pass down the middle. They will hit that one every time, or at least they feel like they can do it.
They should.
And that was an easy 6 for him. I'm sure that boosts a lot of confidence toward the second half.
And again, the rushing attack that Nederland has allowed them to get the single coverage on Perkins. There was no safety anywhere in the middle of the field, and it was just a cornerback trying to keep up with Perkins as he ran that deep post route.
Right.
But I tell you what, the arm of Marcantel has been strong as well. Like you say, the interception in the end zone was kind of a fluke. The ball was just a little bit underthrown because he had a receiver wide open.
Right. They're trying to roll him out into space. He's not finding too much time back there. They like to get him out so he can have some options. He can tuck it and run or perhaps throw. The passes haven't quite for him. A couple of tipped passes, one of them almost intercepted, the other one intercepted in the end zone. Just trying to find some accuracy there. The routes are pretty tight. It's going to take a good throw for him to get those in. And I wonder if that's going to be an adjustment for them. Do they let him sit in the pocket, or do they have to continue to roll if that Nederland defense keeps finding themselves in the backfield?
Lumberton won the toss, took the ball during the first half. Nederland will have it here to start the second half, unless we have one of those onside kicks that seem to have popped up throughout our inaugural season, a Golden Triangle replay. And I tell you, was it just a couple of weeks ago between Viter and Port Neches Groves, we had onside kicks all over the place. I mean, no one was keeping it.
Yeah, and I told Mike just a few minutes ago down the truck, I said, hey, make sure we're watch for that onside kick to begin the second half. Because that's just the way Lumberton's played the game tonight so far.
Caleb Carr set to kick off, and we don't know if it's going to be short or long. Let's see what he's doing here. It is a squib kick, and he's got one of those strange bounces taken there by Blaine Burnett. Number 23 is taken down almost immediately by Lumberton at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, pretty good kick there because it just took a lot of little strange bounces, and you never know what can happen. And then as the result, Nederland still inside the 40-yard line where they take over. But they've got the football, they've got the lead, 21-7 or 21-14 across town. Charlie, Central's taking care of business, 20-7. So far things are falling right for the Bulldogs.
And that's Central over Livingston.
Central over Livingston,
right,
yes.
And Livingston is the team that Nederland has to have lose at least one game while they win out, and then they're into the playoffs. So a lot of things riding here tonight. Handoff goes to number 3. That's Devin Simmons. He gets across the 40 to the 41, a good 4 yards on first down.
And expect to see a heavy dose of that here in the second half from the Bulldogs. Simmons the leading rusher, I believe, in the game.
Shot of our ground level camera, you can see some of the smoke there from the still wafting over the field. I don't get used to get to use wafting that much. I thought I'd throw it in there. Handoff to Simmons. He breaks off a right tackle, gets into the secondary, gets the first down in Lumberton territory before he's tackled by Remington Boykin.
A good spin move on the far side, and then a flag went up on the far side. We'll have to wait and see what that is. Going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. We're going to have to find out on who, whether it was Boykin or Simmons over there.
Referee's still talking it over. The guy with the white hat is the one who explains everything to the crowd. We do not have a microphone on him. That's why the hand signals are there. Dead ball foul, personal foul against the offense, against Nederland. That'll be 15 yards from that spot. Now, it was after a first down was made, so the dead ball foul taken back 15 yards from the 47.
and really just negate. It was a 15-yard gain and a 15-yard penalty, but it'll be, well, no, it was a little less than 15. It was 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 6 prior to that. But now it should be 1st and 10 when all the smoke finishes wafting off of this.
Yeah, we got to get the wafters out here but they're showing 2nd down after a dead ball. So, okay, 2nd down and 10 according to the referees, and they know the rule book much better than I do. Fakes the handoff, quick screen out to number 11, Corey Guidry. Guidry's hit at the 41, taken down after a 4-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down. A long 6 to go for the Bulldogs.
And Kirsch in on the tackle there for Lumberton, but not before a 4-yard gain there by the Bulldogs. And again, I believe it says 3rd down on the far side. The scoreboard says 2nd down. Referee trying to explain to the coaches on the near side what's going on and why it's 3rd down, and they're not buying it.
But it remains 3rd down on the field.
It is 3rd down on the field, so the scoreboard is wrong. 3rd down on the field, 3rd and 6.
Marshall Lang gets the signals, got a couple of halfbacks, 2 receivers on the left-hand side. Straight drop back, Lang's looking for a post. There's a deep out. I tell you what, Perkins got it. Perkins, no, they're saying the ball hit the ground. Thought Connor Perkins had come back on that comeback route. Come back on the comeback route.
Yeah, let's look at the replay on this. It was really close. Perkins thought he caught it.
Well timed, only one to touch it. Oh, wow. I tell you what, Perkins had his hands underneath, but the referees called it incomplete, so it's 4th down.
I don't know if we'll get to see it again. That looked close, didn't it?
It was very close. 4th down, and Nederland comes out in punt formation.
You know what close means? I thought he caught it.
Yes. Dez was close. Beautiful spiral kick goes over the head of the Lumberton Raider, and the ball drops softly at the 20, at the 16-yard line, down at the 17. 1st down and 10 for Lumberton. That was a picture-perfect punt.
Yeah, perfect spiral, turned over, just perfect over the head of the receiver and pinned down inside the 20-yard line. But the Raiders come out and get a hold on the first series. Now they've got the ball back with the opportunity to tie it up here in this very important 22-5A matchup here this evening from Bulldog Stadium.
Nederland has to win out and hope that Lumberton loses one of its last 2 to get into the playoffs. The other 3 playoff spots in 22-5A have already been determined. Port Arthur Memorial, Port Neches Groves, and Viter are all 3 in the playoffs. Standings, of course, to be determined. And off in the middle to number 2, Keaton Upshaw. Upshaw keeps twisting and turning, push sideways. He's going to get to the 20-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and about 7 after that gain.
2nd down and 7 for the Raiders.
Glass is fogging up in front of me here, Charlie. You may have to call the rest of this from this end of the field.
Marcantel hands it off to number 24, Josh Ward. He bounces sideways and runs right into the Bulldog defenders.
Look like number 70, Dylan Copeland, number 27, Randy Wisner in on the play there for the Bulldogs. And the bell tolls as it's 3rd down and 8 for the Raiders.
Marcantel and the players getting the signals. Receiver comes out right to the wide to the near side. It's a throwback pass. It is caught over there by Upshaw. Upshaw fighting for the 1st down. There's a flag on the play thrown. Upshaw's close to the 1st down, but face mask is being called against the defender.
Yeah, very well played by Babineau over there. He was the only guy in the vicinity, but he got a hold of that face mask, and a good break there. It would have been close, I believe, anyway, to a 1st down, but add 15, and it'll definitely be 1st down and 10 for the Raiders.
All the motion comes to one side, and the throwback goes to the other, to Upshaw. Number 2 taking on number 2. Celaya accidentally grabs that face mask.
And I apologize to Babineau. He came in late. It was Celaya there that got the penalty.
First down and 10 out to the 43-yard line. Raiders on the move. Handoff on a trap play, and I tell you, there was nothing there as the defensive line shut down that trap. Whoever was pulling, somebody went with them.
Yeah, and it looks like the interior of that Nederland defense has made some adjustments here at halftime. And the running game so far on this drive initially just not going for the Raiders.
Second down and 10.
You got a sideline pass?
Nederland trying to shut down that Lumberton rushing attack. They've been averaging just 300 yards a game rushing, and they had more than 200 at halftime. Marcantel keeps it around left end. Another flag comes in. A lot of penalties here in the second half.
Yeah, very few in the first half, and we're seeing many more here in the second. Holding is the call against the Raiders. We'll see if Coach Newman elects to take the penalty and give them second down over again, and looks like he will.
Holding against the Raiders.
Coach Newman in his 24th year, Charlie. That's a long time in one spot in high school football.
The Dean of Southeast Texas.
Used to success here. 5 straight district championships as you get a look down that Nederland sideline. 5 in a row, and of course there'll be no district championship this year, but still fighting for those playoffs.
Roll to the right, Marcantel. Throws it under and immediately hit there by the defender. Jackson Lloyd gets the ball. Excuse me, Bryce Townsend gets the ball.
Ty Shepard making a great play. He read it all the way, and he and the ball met the defender at the same time, or the receiver at the same time, and a good play there by number 9, Ty Shepard, for the Bulldogs.
Third down, 20 to go.
Third down and 20 for the Raiders.
Scoreboard's getting the fans to make some noise. You can feel the stands starting to shake. That's not an earthquake, Greg. It just feels like it.
I do feel it.
Marcantel, 4 receivers on his left side. That's the way he rolls. Has to bounce, sacked. Marcantel is sacked back at the 25-yard line.
I believe that's going to be Fournay back there making the play in the defensive backfield, or in the offensive backfield.
Tyron Fournay coming from his nose tackle position. You can watch him there getting a hold of Marcantel's arm. He couldn't throw it out that time. Fourth down and very long.
And the Raiders will definitely be forced to punt, I would believe, in this situation.
But they're not in punt formation.
Well, that makes sense.
Now they shift into it. This time a good kick off of the foot of the punter Marcantel. Ball is going to be down at the 34-yard line. Exchange of punts, and Nederland ends up pretty much where they started the second half.
That was Remington Boykin, actually, who was in there and dropped back in punt formation. Charlie, the left footer there, punting that ball down inside the 35-yard line.
We've seen a lot tonight of opening possessions by both teams, resulting in scores. A 66-yard run on fourth down by Marcantel for Lumberton started the scoring. And then starting quarterback Fernandez scored on a 4-yard power play and was at the bottom of the pile and was taken from the field injured. That tied the score at 7. In Lumberton, a 58-yard run by Kirsch, met by a 9-yard touchdown run by Perkins, tied at 14. And then just before half, Perkins with a 53-yard pass from Lang put the Bulldogs up ahead. Here's a sweep to Devin Simmons. Simmons taken down after an 8-yard gain.
Good run there off the right side by Simmons. Halfway through this third quarter, Bulldogs probably just wanting to put a good drive here together and put some points on the board and try to put some space, put 2 scores between the Raiders here and try to put this game away. The Raider defense standing tough.
Stacked receivers on the left-hand side. They give it to Simmons. He breaks outside, gets the first down, hit in the secondary, still on his feet. Look at Simmons. He's going to get across the 50 into Raider territory, and the pile goes down at the 45-yard line. A great move there by Devin Simmons, kept the play going. Watch the replay.
He runs about 50 yards there, Charlie, for the gain. I don't know what the gain will be in the end, but a lot of yardage covered.
Keeping his hands on the ball whenever contact comes in, keeps those legs moving. Bulldogs have to learn to just stay with their blocks until he goes down. We do have an injured Raider on the field. He's being taken care of by the training crew, getting to the sideline.
And if Kane Deere hadn't stayed home on the near side, you would have seen a touchdown, I believe, on that play. But Kane turned that back to the inside and let the pursuit catch up and stopped it after a first down, but only across the 45-yard line.
5:38 left in the third quarter. Nederland 21, Lumberton 14. Again, the stacked receivers on the near sideline. They're setting up some type of pass play over there. It could be a quick screen. Quarterback Marshall Lang getting the signals from the sideline. Lang hands it off to Ryan Lella. Lella gets close to the first down. He's going to be just short at the 35.
And the Bulldog offense is moving. And, you know, you mentioned there Lang. Credit Lang. We haven't really seen the Bulldogs come in and change up their offense a lot after that first drive. They're still throwing the ball, a good balance of run and pass. And Lang doing a very good job of running the offense after that early injury put him in the game.
Left guard Kevin Miranda made a great trap block on that play. Lang hands it off to Simmons. Simmons following the flow, finally taken down at the 26. Another first down for Nederland. It's good to get 8 yards when it's 2nd and 1.
And he's averaging 8 yards tonight. He averaged 8 yards in the first half.
You're all right.
Again, they're keeping those receivers stacked at the near side. You can see them out there. Reed Garrett and Dean Fisher. Simmons is a halfback on the left-hand side as well for Lang. There it is. It was all set up to Reed Garrett. Garrett picks up 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. It's down to the 23-yard line, tackled by Kane Deere.
Short gain of about 4 yards, but stays in bounds, keeps the clock rolling.
Deere did a great job of coming up that time. The number 10, Dean Fisher, was blocking the cornerback, and Deere came up from his safety position to make that play. Simmons with the ball, another trap play this time. The defensive tackle comes in and shuts it down after a short gain to the 20.
Yeah, gain of only about 3. That'll hurt that average just a little bit, but he had 8.5 coming into that. 15 carries, 122 yards already here, and we're still 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Simmons is just carrying the load for the Bulldog offense right now, rushing the football.
Marshall Lang's got 4 receivers to his left-hand side, but Reed Garrett comes in motion. Fakes the handoff, gives it to Simmons. A great handoff, fooled everybody. And what's fooling me is not difficult, but fooling the defenders was big. Got him down to the 11, first down for Nederland.
Yeah, it's the simple things, the small things like that. Just continuing your play fake, fake out the announcer at least, and maybe a defender or two along the way. 10-yard gain.
Well, Ryan Lella was leading a kind of a sweep block on the outside, and Simmons broke it up inside. He saw a bigger hole than what was developing on the outside. And that's what good running backs do. They keep their eyes open, their head up, so they can see those holes. Garrett again in. And there's Simmons getting inside the 5, tackled to the 4. They brought Reed Garrett in to block on that particular play. Gain of 6, second down, 4 to go. The Bulldogs can get a first down at the 1-yard line. Marshall Lang getting his confidence. junior quarterback. Hand off to Simmons. He gets a couple of yards. That gets him down close to the first down. He'll be about a yard short.
Bring up 3rd down and 1.
That's just power football. Find somebody and get on him. Simmons looking for the hole. They're pulling out Simmons, sending in Nick Kingston, number 25.
Timeout.
And they're going to have to call timeout. Going to take a commercial break at this crucial point, 3rd and 1. We'll be back in a moment.
Superior Energy's replay of the week is sponsored by Superior Energies, The Lube Shop, Market Basket, and IBEW Local 479.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
At the end of the game, we'll pick the IBEW player of the game from each team. These are the players we feel had the biggest positive impact on tonight's game.
And Greg, we are going to have to start thinking about the IBEW Local 479 players of the game, one from each team. And it's hard to select right now. You know, you've got a lot of great offensive plays, a lot of good defensive plays. That big interception in the end zone that Noah Lewis made to stifle a Raider drive, that's the difference in the game right now.
My favorite part is that my vote counts more than yours when it comes down to that.
Okay, 3rd down and 1. Lang hands off to Simmons. He's going to break it outside. Touchdown, Nederland.
A good run there by Simmons, bouncing it to the outside. And credit that offensive line as well. Just good job that time. That whole drive was just very well done by the Nederland offense as they just drove down the field consistently, picking up 7, 8, 10 yards and put the ball in the end zone. Big touchdown here with the opportunity to go up by 14 with just a minute and a half left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Preston Leger tried to get an angle on Simmons there. Simmons did that spin right at the goal line to get into the score. Now Travis Wiedenfeld for the point after. Straight down the middle, 28-14. Bulldogs over the Raiders. Again, this is the Superior Energies replay of the week. Our last regular season game. The next time you tune in to Golden Triangle Replay, we'll be doing a playoff game at a site featuring teams to be determined later. We still got next week to finish up the regular season in 22-5A. This was our season this year. Orangefield at Little Cypress Mauriceville, our very first game, homecoming for LCM. They went to double overtime to finally beat Orangefield. Beaumont Central and Beaumont Ozan up at the Thomas Center in Beaumont. A great game won by Central. Vider at Port Neches Groves, what a shootout. Vider, much like Lumberton's doing tonight, taking a lot of chances before succumbing to the Indians. And then the Indians went to Port Arthur Memorial. They're the big kids on the block nowadays, dropping down from 6A. And tonight, Lumberton giving the Bulldogs everything they can handle. Bulldogs taking advantage of Simmons' legs to make that 2-touchdown lead. Wiedenfeld to kick off. Kick taken by Kane Deere, and Deere runs free, gets across the 40. Great job there by Kane Deere following his blockers, getting out to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, good return there, brought down by number 2, Salea, and also number 23 there in on the tackle, Blaine Burnett. But not before the ball's taken out near the 45-yard line to the 44.
Look at Kane Deere just slipping past people. Great job following his blocks. Just off of the hip of each one of those. But Lumberton needs to get some points on the board now, down 2 touchdowns with 1:17 left in the 3rd. Marcantel with the ball, tries to go around the right side, met there by 4 members of the Bulldogs.
Just too slow to develop here on the near side. The Bulldogs really doing a good job of pursuit to the ball, and that play is going to have to develop more quickly. And it'll be a loss of about 2 yards on the play. Bring up second down.
Two receivers to the left-hand side. Marcantel takes it, looks to throw the ball, holding it loosely, tackled, and he's slung forward. He ends up getting 3 yards on the play. It'll be third down, 8 yards to go. Looked like Marcantel was going to try and pass it.
Yeah, it did. Looked like he was going to throw, nothing there. And that Bulldog defense is just swarming to the football right now. A little more urgency by that Bulldog defense here in the second half.
Marcantel fakes the handoff, squares up. Oh, flags come in there on that particular tackle. Marcantel is sacked, but there are flags, and that's going to be some penalties against the defense.
Yeah, going to be a face mask. I'd say at least 3 guys saw that one. And that'll be 15 yards as the flags came flying.
First down for Lumberton. That'll be in Bulldog territory.
Second 15-yard penalty, second face mask 15-yard penalty on a third down to give the Raiders a first down.
As elusive as these running backs are for the Raiders, you can see why the defenders are having to reach out. That's about, it's not like you can get a shoulder on them. They're reaching out to grab hold.
38-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter. Bulldogs 28, Raiders 14. Nederland Independent School District is very proud of their sponsors that they have on their scoreboard. These are sponsors that have been supporting all of the efforts of Nederland ISD. Christus Southeast Texas and Beaumont Bone and Joint, the William Dornbos family, Natchez Federal Credit Union, Classic Southeast Texas, 5 Point Credit Union, JK Chevrolet, and Gulf Credit Union. And also every year, Philpott Motors gives away a car to a student at Nederland High School with perfect attendance. Philpott Motors and Nederland ISD, partners in education. We here at Golden Triangle Replay appreciate people who support public schools. And these fine sponsors of Nederland ISD have done a great job showing the kids what can come about through hard work, saving money, and coming to school. By the way, teachers are not eligible for that car. I checked. There's that play. Number 17 ends up with the ball. That's one that they scored on earlier.
Remington Boykin taking the ball around the right side. And that time the Bulldogs defended that a little better than in the first half.
Taylor Kirsch broke that one for 58 yards for a touchdown, the second touchdown that Lumberton scored. Gain of 4 yards, second down, 6 to go. Okay, third down and short, and there's the scrum as Marcantel tries to follow his blockers and be pushed forward. The Bulldogs are saying the ball came free. Referee's the one marking it. Third down and one. Third down and one, and the referees are going to separate the teams and take a look at the ball. They're going to check to see where the chain goes.
A little bit of technical difficulty there, but got back just in time. You didn't miss a thing. It says we got back to the play, and that's that same play we've seen on fourth down a couple of times tonight. Just that little quick rugby scrum, and that time not gaining the 2 or 3 yards they've been getting.
Oh, got to get out the credit card. He's just a little short, though. The referee saying it's that much. It's an inch. Now they mark it at the chain, go back, and so it's going to be fourth down now, and 1 inch to go.
I'm going to call rugby scrum on 2.
On 2?
Yeah, I get
or
it
1.
Well, maybe you can get it offsides.
That's true. Yeah, but you got to make your guys hold their water as well.
Oh, yeah. So you would go rugby scrum on 1.
I'd go rugby scrum on nothing.
Well, that's a good point.
Quarterback touches the center, he gets the ball, and everybody starts moving. Everybody's playing the A gap. Marcantel pushes forward. He gets moved sideways. The ball comes loose, save the Bulldogs. But the side judge is the one saying the ball's dead. This is where it's marked. Put the ball down, measure the chains.
Yeah, I think Nederland thought they held them there, and they may have. I mean, we're going to bring the chains out and take a look at this.
With the offensive linemen trying to push forward, the defenders actually try and push them at an angle so that they can push them to the side and get them going sideways instead of up in north and south down the field. There's the stretching of the chain, and first down by the nose of the football. So 2 rugby scrums in a row, and they get a yard.
And that's all they needed, so they got that first down. And but really well played by the Nederland defense. It's hard to stop the rugby scrum twice.
Of course, with those official timeouts, not much time was bled off the clock there either. Now they're set up under center. Marcantel. Quick pitch back to Keaton Upshaw, number 2. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage. If he got a yard, it's generous.
Yeah, number 42 in there, Brady Spell, getting up off the bottom of the pile. I'm not sure if he's the one that made first contact, but well played there by the Bulldog defense.
We've got our media partner, Brooks Cabina, back there rapidly figuring out how to explain the playoff scenario. He's working on it. He's got it down to 4 pages, so he's doing spell check and editing right now. Here's that cross motion, and around the corner comes Remington Boykin, and the Bulldogs meet him at the pass. Well defense that time. Watch number 17 come over here from his wingback position. In the secondary for the Bulldogs, they've seen that play several times going the other way. This time they meet him for a yard loss. 3rd and 11 to go.
Third down, long 10 of the Raiders.
Brooks has handed me the playoff scenario, and it is going to need further explanation. I tell you what doesn't need further explanation is just go out and win.
Well, quick pass, great route. I tell you what, Gabe Sonyer was wide open there when Marcantel pulled the ball down, and Sonyer's such a big target anyway.
Yeah, that was good. He was wide open right over the middle. He needed 10. He got 10. First down and 10 from the 15 now.
And fans, that's your definition of play action right there. Run, fake a run, throw the ball. I don't think that's how they explain it in coaching school. I think they use more technical terms. Marcantel taking the Raiders down the field here. Hand off to Upshaw. He tries to sweep around. A flag comes in from the far side of the field as Upshaw gets to the 11-yard line. Let's see what the flag is for.
That's usually holding in that area. Let's see if that's what the call is. It is.
Holding against the offense, taken back 10. Watch it here on the replay. There's the inside handoff to Upshaw. He has to bounce it outside as the secondary is coming up quickly. And the flag comes flying in there. 10-yard penalty. It'll be first down and 20 for the Raiders from the Bulldog 25. Game clock resumes. A lot of time here getting this play in. Marcantel sends a receiver out wide to the left. He fakes the handoff, goes straight up the middle. Marcantel gets down to loses the ball at the 9. Marcantel tackled at the 7. The ball pops loose, but Lumberton may have gotten it back.
Yeah, hard to tell. He was fighting for extra yardage. The ball came out, and we'll see what the officials say. Looks like it's going to be second down for the Raiders. They recovered the fumble.
Here's the replay. Marketell's going to fake that handoff and take it straight up the middle. Let's see who strips the ball loose. That's number 19 for Nederland, Case Babineau. Looked like one of the offensive linemen recovers it, Dario Quinones.
Yeah, good job hustling downfield, making that play and keeping this drive alive after that 16-yard gain.
Second down now. Marketell, low snap. Marketell's going to pick it up, but it's a busted play. He throws the ball down there. Caught. Wow. Caught for a 4-yard loss.
Well, he would have been better off dropping it, but you can't know it in that scenario. That should have been a big loss there, but Marketell and Remington Boykin making something out of it, making what could have been maybe a 10 or 15-yard loss turn into only a 4-yard loss as it brings up third down. How did he catch that ball? That was
excellent. I tell you what, when you have a fire route set up there like that, where everything he turns around, they realize something's wrong, and the receivers start looking. Good ground level shot there, shows Marketell under intense pressure. Third down and 9. He fakes the handoff, looking to the corner, and he's going to keep it. Runs down. First down. Marketell gets inside the 5. Wow.
Good run there by Marketell. Got to tuck that ball away, though, I was going to say. Looking to pass and just never tucked it away. Thought it was going to be stripped there as he ran through many defenders, but gets the gain down inside the 5-yard line and a first down and goal for the Raiders.
Fantastic run there by the senior Brett Marketell, playing his last football game as a Lumberton Raider. Wants to throw it and says, okay, I can just do that myself. And watch him dig here for the last 6 yards, pulling all the way through 4 different Bulldogs. Lumberton pushes it forward down to the 1-yard line. A great run there.
Bring up second down and goal. Ball's, I believe, as you said, down to the 1-yard line. Raiders knocking on the door halfway here through the fourth quarter. 6 minutes left to play in the game.
Marketell hands it off there, and he's going to be stopped. Handoff goes to Josh Ward, and the defenders come through and tackle him. Looks like they knock him back to about the 3-yard line. Third down and goal, and I hear bells.
Obviously 4-down territory, so 2 plays to get this ball, get the 3 yards necessary.
Nederland defense, they forced a punt in the first Lumberton possession of this half.
Down and go for the Raiders.
I think I'd roll Marketell out on some kind of option here.
This time they do
They ran Wildcat, I believe.
Yes, Michael Mott with the Wildcat, and Mott gets in for the touchdown. Number 44 comes in the Wildcat formation and takes the ball, runs to the right on a 3-yard touchdown for Lumberton. Good play.
Look at this here, Mott going over the right side and just running through a defender there, using his power to push his way into the end zone. Good job there by Mott. And now the Raiders with the opportunity to pull within 7 here with just over 5 minutes left to play in the ball game.
Jace Bridges, the holder. Caleb Carr, the kicker. Good snap. Good kick. 21 for the Raiders, 28 for the Bulldogs. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
The Bulldogs 28, the Raiders 21.
Game stats tonight are provided courtesy of the Beaumont Enterprise. Thank you to Jim King and the King of the Road Show, KOGT Radio, and to Spectrum Sports Channel, formerly Time Warner Cable. Watch GT Replay games statewide on Sundays at 11:30 a.m.
For 4 generations, La Suprema has been serving authentic family dishes of the very best Mexican food. So take a break and come enjoy our award-winning service and delicious homemade family recipes. Your taste buds will love you. La Suprema Mexican Restaurant, Highway 365 across from Central Mall.
IBEW Local 479's player of the game. Greg and I are still discussing this, and we're not allowed to flip quarters. We tried that once, and I lost my money. Caleb Carr is going to be kicking off here for the Raiders as they cut the deficit down to 7 points with 5:16 left in the game. Greg, you just got an in-depth explanation from the Beaumont Enterprises Brooks Cabina about the playoff implications of the Livingston Central game.
Well, Central's now up 42-7, and so they're now in control unless Nederland wins out. So it's going to come down to Nederland needs to, at first they need to put the closing marks on this game, an onside kick.
And that's a beautiful onside kick. There's a flag on the play. Lumberton has the ball. Lumberton executed the onside kick, a beautifully placed kick. But there's a flag back here on the 40-yard line.
It's going to be offsides against Lumberton. I mean, that's about the only thing that could be called from that spot. But I don't know if we'll get a replay on that. Hopefully we do.
That onside kick, you know, as far as the kick goes, it was very well executed. Offsides is called against the kicking team.
Well, let's see the replay of that if we have it. Here it is.
Yeah, and there were, it looked like a couple of guys offsides there as Caleb Carr did a stutter step to get the proper angle on the foot kick.
Yeah.
And if we can see the first part of that again, I tell you what,
you're going to see it's the second guy
but the kick
away from
itself
the kicker.
was magnificent, and as a former kicker, you appreciate that.
I appreciate that. That's right. But look, 2 guys past the kicker. That's going to be the guy that is just about a step offside, and that's going to back Lumberton up. But they did recover the kick, of course.
So he does the stutter step here, and before he touches the ball, they were across the 40. So
that's a good call by that official here over on the near side.
But we get a chance to do it again, and of course, what does Lumberton have to lose by attempting it again? Nederland has 2 men deep. They have 9 up close to the now 45-yard line. But that last kick was perfect because it hit, bounced, and then bounced way up in the air as it crossed the 10-yard mark.
And Nederland puts 2 back because they want to protect that zone out near on each side of the hash mark for a little pooch kick out to that area.
Yeah, that pop-up onside kick that we've seen in colleges, you know, where they just shoot everybody downfield and they pop kick it up about 20 yards deep. Here's Carr. This time he does that. It's touched by Nederland and recovered by Nederland at the 41-yard line, just off of the hands of Corey Guidry. And finally recovered over there by Dean Fisher.
And I believe that's exactly what he was attempting to do, was just kind of knock it down into that area and hope the ball would bounce around a little bit. Almost got lucky there with the ball getting tipped by a defender. And
you saw how quickly the Raiders were in that area. I mean, you're looking 15 yards downfield on a boom-boom play.
Was that Blaine Burnett that covered up that onside kick?
It was Dean Fisher.
Dean Fisher, okay.
All replays are sponsored by the Lube Shop, our friends that have been sponsoring us throughout the course of this year. And Greg, again, we need to be thinking about the players of the game for IBEW.
Yep, coming up pretty quickly.
Hand off to, guess who, Number Simmons. Crosses across the 50.
Number Simmons is a pretty good opportunity.
Number Simmons, number 3, Simmons.
He's a guy that might be a favorite. I got another guy I like too on the offense, and that's number 14, Marshall Lane, because he got tossed into this game when Fernandez got hurt after the first drive, and he's just come in and been so calm and collected and just run the offense. But boy, it's hard to look any further than Devin Simmons, who's just run the ball remarkably this evening.
And I'm leaning toward Brett Marcantel from Lumberton. Their senior quarterback. He's done it all, throwing and passing. Simmons breaks it to the outside, following his blockers, gets the first down. It's off to the races. Simmons cuts back, gets away from the defenders. Look at him run. He finally says at the 10, I'm tired, I'm going to lay down.
Well, that might seal the deal for the player of the game right there. That was an excellent run. That might be your IBEW player of the week right there, player of the game.
Let's do it right there. Number 3, let's watch Devin Simmons break to the left, follow his blockers, and then the last 30 yards, it's on his own.
He heard us say it was close, and he said, let me put an exclamation point on that decision for you. And a good run, taking the ball down inside the 10-yard line, right to the 10-yard line. And trying to put the put the end on this, the exclamation point on this ball game here for the Bulldogs.
Marshall Lang hands it off to Ryan Lela.
Yeah, fumble there. The ball came out, and a good heads-up play, number 57 there, Hunter Torres for the Bulldogs recover it. Watch the ball come flying up into the air. Good break there for the Bulldogs.
The ball just gets, when he's spinning there, Lela has it go away and right into Torres' hands. That's a lineman's dream.
Yeah, it's a coach's dream when you're trying to put away a ball game like this. So that could have been bad. But the Bulldogs keep the ball, 3:10, clock running here.
Second down and goal. Lang hands it off, Simmons, touchdown. Touchdown, Devin Simmons. Great play there by the IBEW Local 479, player of the game for Nederland.
Yeah, good run there. And that's going to put the Bulldogs, I can say it, I promise. That's going to put the Bulldogs up by 13 and trying to put the 14th, make the lead 14 here with the PAT will be number 33, Travis Wiedenfeld.
From the hold of Reed Garrett. Good snap. Kick is good. 35-21. We'll be back in just a moment.
At the Lube Shop, we carry quality lubricants and filters to keep your vehicle running like new. During our 24-point inspection, we check the fluids and filters and determine whether your vehicle uses conventional, synthetic, or synthetic blend. We feature quality Castrol products and carry all premium brands. We offer computerized records, fleet billing, and factory service intervals. Let us show you why we're the best. The Lube Shop with 4 convenient locations. There's one near you.
Devin Simmons, the player of the game for the Nederland Bulldogs for IBEW Local 479. And we are also naming Brett Markentel, the senior quarterback for the Lumberton Raiders, as the player of the game. IBEW Local 479, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. They've been in the Beaumont area for over 100 years, lighting up industry and homes. Our thanks to the brothers for all of their work.
Playing football.
Nederland with a 2-touchdown lead now. Wiedenfeld kicks it deep. Taking at the 9-yard line. That's a good run there by Jackson Lloyd. Gets it across the 35 to the 36. First and 10 for the Raiders.
Yeah, Lloyd just running hard right up the middle, north-south, and getting the ball out across the 35.
You all right?
But it's an uphill battle now for the Raider offense. 2:55 left to play here in the ball game. They're trailing by 14. Markentel will lead them out, our IBEW player of the game for the Raiders.
I tell you what, you have a lot of respect for that young man. His jersey's more dirty than anybody else on that team. Hard player rolls out to his right now. Good blocking. Pass is caught at the 41-yard line.
Remington Boykin, I believe. I just like saying that name. That's a good name. That's a good football name.
Yes,
right
it is. Boykin 7 yards on the play. Second down, a long 3 to go. Lumberton now in a hurry-up offense as much as they can. They got to score a quick touchdown and then execute the onside. Markentel rolls to his left, steps away from the first 2, and the next 2 get him. Sack for a 3-yard loss.
Well, Markentel is 8 for 14 tonight. He's thrown for 64 yards and an interception. And after that loss, he'll have 19 carries. And, well, that'll be a sack, I guess. I'm not sure if that counts against his rushing, but before that, he had 106 yards rushing and a TD.
Markentel looking to set up a screen. He's going to end up just throwing it away as he is tackled from behind.
A good pursuit there on the backside by number 27, Randy Wisner, for the Nederland Bulldogs. And Markentel getting it away just before Wisner gets there. 4th down, Charlie. 4th down and 8.
Clock's really bleeding down now as we're inside 11 seconds, make it 10 seconds now on the play clock. Earlier, first possession, Lumberton scored on 4th down. Marcantel rolls to his right, comes back. He's going to try and run with it. Marcantel cuts back. Are they going to throw him forward? First down, Marcantel. Way to go, player of the game. 4th down and 7, and he gets 7.5.
And he did that last 5 yards all on his own as he just fought through 2 defenders. I thought he had no chance of picking up that first down. That's happening right in front of us where we're sitting. We're looking right down that line. Good run, Marcantel.
Marcantel stands tall in the pocket. Under pursuit, throws a deep ball. Intercepted by Nederland's Noah Lewis, his 2nd of the game.
Yeah, Marcantel just trying to make something happen and had a man for just a moment, but Lewis just closes and makes the play, and that should do it here. Lumberton still with 3 timeouts, but only a minute 28 left to play here in the ball game.
Marcantel lets the ball go, hit in the direction of Jacob Bridgers, but Noah Lewis cuts in front for his 2nd interception, his first one, a very important one in the first half, in his own end zone to stop a Lumberton threat. Fantastic game tonight. Hope you have enjoyed it. Superior Energy's replay of the week. The next time you check us out, we will be doing a first-round playoff game from somewhere in Southeast Texas. We're going to pick the best one available and bring it to you. And next year, we're looking at expanding our season. If you are a sponsor, if you're a lover of high school football in Southeast Texas, contact us. We'd love to have you sign up and be part of us. Snap to Dakota Kuhn in the victory formation for Nederland.
Looks like Lumberton will not use their timeouts. They'll just let the clock run, and that's going to wind this thing down. And so that sets up next week, Charlie. Central took care of business tonight. Last we heard, they were at 42-7, so they won by more than 14. That means in a tiebreak situation, if they win next week against, I believe, Baytown Lee, which so far has not won a district game, and Nederland loses to P&G, then Central would be the 4th playoff spot by way of the tiebreaker. But now Nederland is in control of their own destiny. If they go over to Port Neches next week and they pull it out, then Nederland will be the 4th playoff game. So beginning of the telecast, I said they needed a win tonight, they needed to beat P&G, and they needed help from Livingston or from Central. 2 of those 3 things happened, and the 3rd one is up to them next week.
Senior Dakota Kuhn enjoying this moment. He's getting to set up in the victory formation. That's a quarterback's love right there. Lumberton's walking to the side. The referees are saying that's it. That's going to be the ball game. Clock is inside 10 seconds. You can hear the fans count it down as the teams line up. Southeast Texas football, the best in the area. Nederland Bulldogs 35, Lumberton Raiders 21. For Brooks Cabina, Greg Chesser, I'm Charlie Jellin. Thank you for watching Golden Triangle Replay. We'll see you next time.